Well, I've obviously got some explaining to do because everyone is laughing at the exercise I just did in my recent ad. Just look at some of the comments.
WTF? Bro, what? I'm gonna crawl now? I wish this was satire. They are really teaching adults how to crawl? Didn't we all learn this as babies? Give me a break. Just stop, do yoga, and keep moving.
See, in this ad, I said everyone should crawl every day. When my brother and I were learning parkour and doing Ninja Warrior, it was fundamental for our training. But clearly, many people don't feel the same. Heck, even some of my favorite YouTube channels make fun of it.
Fucking bear crawl. This is the equivalent of the embarrassment only a dominatrix can provide, but with none of the f***ing sexual relief.
But there's a lot more to this exercise than you may think. So if you struggled with joint pain, stiffness, or feeling weaker as you age, this might just be the missing piece. So stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand why people who first laughed at crawling are now making it a core part of their training. First off, I get it. Crawling looks weird. In a world of shredded physiques and lifting heavy, crawling seems more like something you leave behind at daycare. But that's the problem with modern fitness culture today. Since the golden age of bodybuilding, fitness has been hyper-focused on getting big and shredded. And if you train outside of that, well, that's weird. Try crawling at your local gym and watch how people look at you like you just broke out of a psych ward. I believe bench presses, curls, and squats are all great exercises and have their place, but they are missing something. See, before modern gyms and weightlifting, fitness wasn't all about aesthetics. Think about it. If you go back just a couple hundred years, most people didn't lift weights to look good on Instagram. Warriors, soldiers, hunters, they trained for mobility, agility, and endurance. They had to climb, crawl, run, and fight. I first learned about crawling in the early 2000s from the Yamakasi, some of the pioneers of parkour. These guys moved like superheroes. And one of the first things they taught me, crawling. At first, yeah, it looked odd. Why would these elite athletes be crawling around the ground like kids? But once I tried it, I realized it wasn't just some silly warm-up. It was one of the most humbling exercises I'd ever done. See, the Yamakasi's training was deeply influenced by method naturelle, a system that traces back to real-world functional movement developed by Georges Hebert, a French naval officer in the early 1900s. And this system was based on real-world application, not just lifting weights, but building strength to overcome obstacles, fighting, and saving lives. His system became the foundation for military training in France. It influenced obstacle courses, firefighting, and even modern-day Ninja Warrior and Spartan races. And guess what? Crawling was one of the core exercises. He trained thousands of average men and women and turned them into super athletes. I mean, look at how ripped they are. But why was crawling such an important exercise? I mean, what does this movement even build into? Well, it actually goes directly into more advanced strength and movements. Let me show you. See, when you crawl, you're using your hands and your feet in the opposites like this. So when you lift up your right hand, you're lifting up your left leg. In this motion here, using your core strength and coordination. And this goes directly into your first vault where your left hand plants and your right leg comes up and you're up and over the obstacle. Also when climbing up things. So for this, I'm planting my left leg down, and when I come up, I'm pulling my right leg up, using that same crawling motion that we did before. Okay, so what if you're not trying to become a superhero or a parkour master? You're just a normal person who wants to build strength and get rid of some joint pain and move better. You know, there are plenty of exercises for that, so why crawl? Here's where it starts to get interesting. A study published in Experimental Brain Research found that quadrupedal movement may be hardwired into you. And this is a quote: "The motor patterns for quadrupedal locomotion may be retained through evolution and still be exploited when humans perform such tasks." And when you train it, you tap into something ancient, something your body remembers how to do. Crawling is also great for strengthening your joints. Physical therapist Daniela Johnson from the Mayo Clinic said this about crawling: "As you start to move, you're working on your shoulder girdle, hips, and core stability. If I could give one exercise to almost everybody, this would be it." And it's great for core training. Crawling forces your core to work overtime to stabilize the body. It's like a plank on steroids. Crawling even supercharges your brain function. See, crawling is a contralateral movement, meaning it connects opposite sides of your body and brain. And science shows this boosts cognition. A study in human movement science found that quadrupedal movement training, or crawling, enhances cognitive function and joint awareness. And it gets crazier. A pilot study by Ross and Tracy Alloway found that crawling and climbing may boost working memory more than yoga or classroom learning. And quote, "What we found was that it was only this kind of physical moving, this movement activity, that was improving working memory up to 50%. But for me, one of the most important reasons to use crawling is that it could improve your functional strength and flexibility more than just conventional exercises. One major study was conducted using Animal Flow, a program created by our buddy Mike Fitch that uses crawling and a series of animal quadrupedal movement to strengthen the body. The study took 42 college-age adults and split them into two groups. One trained with quadrupedal movement training or crawling, while the other maintained their usual fitness routine without adding in this quadrupedal movement. Participants were measured using the functional movement screen, so FMS. This is a standardized test that assesses mobility, stability, and movement quality through 7 different movement patterns. So 1, the deep squat, the hurdle step, the inline lunge, shoulder mobility, the active straight leg raise, the trunk stability push-up, and rotary stability. And what were the results of this study? Well, the crawling group improved their functional movement score by 390% more than the control group. They saw a 10x greater increase in core stability, and they experienced greater mobility gains, making movements smoother and reducing stiffness. So overall, adding the crawling increased core stability, flexibility, and movement efficiency, all crucial factors for avoiding injuries and improving long-term strength. So before you laugh at crawling, give it a try. You might be surprised at how much it challenges your strength and coordination. To get started, click the video here where I'll walk you through 2 beginner-friendly crawl variations and show you how to build it up into what we call the QM flip. Plus, you'll learn the key mistakes to avoid to help prevent injury and to master the technique. Or if you want to take it to the next level, you can use this crawl along with 7 other primal movements to build functional strength and flexibility with our primal fitness course in the description down below. Here, it's all about how well you can move. We combine beginner calisthenics with our primal movements so that you can also master push-ups, pull-ups while unlocking that athletic body. We have beginner to advanced exercises, so no matter your age or fitness level, you can do this. Plus, this course helps support us in the channel, and you also get to join thousands of other subscribers who have transformed their bodies with this program. And again, you can get this course below in the description. All right, thanks for watching, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next video.